If you can get rid of over half of your closet to a local Goodwill, I can get down with that. If you have organ donor laser printed to your state license, yeah, I'd make out with you. I'm talking to you, John. But if you're willing to give up your living kidney for somebody else's cause, shit, I'll go out with you. Because there are less than more people that understand that at the end of the day, we're just borrowing time and the body until we have to give them back. And when the zombie apocalypse strikes, the only people you can trust are the ones that can separate emotion from flesh. Trust me, there is nothing awesome about crying over the body of a dead loved one while they're slowly turning to zombie and then bites you during your moment of emphatic mourning, which would turn you to a zombie. I'm sorry, that's a deal breaker. And that's the exact type of behavior that's gonna get us all killed in a post-apocalyptic circumstance. I mean, how do you think these things end up the way they do? I mean, it's just, if somebody drops the ball and everybody's screwed. It's like a game of like poker, but the chips are human bodies, and Donnie wants to go all in because he's the leader, and everybody voted him in. It just, sorry. Look, the second to last thing anybody wants is for somebody to be using up all the ammunition during a zombie raid, okay? The last thing anybody wants is to be dating the person that's using up all the ammunition during a zombie raid, taking senseless scatter shots into a horde of the undead, screaming, game over, man, game over, channeling their inner Bill Paxton. I'm sorry. The relationship just isn't worth it if it can't cope with the end of the world. And trust me, nothing puts things into perspective like the potential end of the world. In the final hours, you have to understand that this time isn't ours. And whether or not you subscribe to a higher power, there isn't a fiber of this that you get to take with. Hold on to me by the memories, by the words, by the intangibles. The side effect of being born is an addiction to life at any cost, so much that we'd hook ourselves and others to some jungle and amalgam of tubes, blood vessels, needles, and machines to keep us breathing, to keep our hearts beating, to keep us believing that as long as we're still moving, it's a sign we're alive. Breathing with a pulse is overrated. Machines can do that for us while we're brain dead. I'll get impressed when they invent a machine that can make us smile in a coma. Hold on to me by the words, by the memories, by the intangibles, because we're more than this. And if you know that, then yeah, I'd go out with you. And if you know that giving your living kidney for somebody else's cause, you know that that's love. Because the last thing I want to see, if I get bit, is the barrel of the gun that you're pointing at my head and seeing you right before you pull the trigger, knowing that I loved you with more than this.